This is in the shade F1 Neutral. It's a little lighter than what I like with a concealer, but it's fine. I'm gonna use that sponge to blend it out. Really getting this inner corner since we put that dark shadow there. Anastasia did send me a powder bronzer as well. This is the Smooth Blur Bronzer in the shade Sunkissed Dreams. That is the most perfect powder bronzer shade for fair skin, but I do like going in with a cream as well. So I'm gonna take the Rare Beauty one in the shade Gentle, which is also cool tone, because I think the two of these combined are gonna be perfect. Pale skin or not, you guys know I love bronzer. Now I'm just going in with my BH Cosmetics brush that does not exist anymore, and I start by pressing it closest to the temple area. That's where I want the most pigmentation, and then I do like to take it up to the under eyes. I'm someone who has very hollow under eyes, so I find that putting the dark there kind of helps camouflage it, versus if it's too bright, I don't know, I feel like it enhances the hollowness. And then I always take it across the nose. For bronzing the forehead, I just always blend back into the hairline. I'm gonna put what's left on my brush just along my jawline, just to kind of tie in all those colors together. I'm gonna go in with the Anastasia Magic Touch Blush Trio in the shade Pink. I think I'm gonna take soft pink first, and then I might go in with a little bit of candy pink if it's not pink enough. If there's one thing I've learned since giving up self tanner, is pink blushes are kind of what I need, and I've never been a pink blush person, so I'm kind of like having to fall in love with it. And then I always go in with my sponge and diffuse all the edges. And I'm taking my Huda Beauty powder and Pound Cake, and I'm setting the center of the face. Now I'm gonna take that Anastasia powder bronzer. I don't know how pigmented this is, and I'm just gonna re-intensify. I do like a very bronzed look. Now we're gonna smoke the shit out of the lower lash line. I just applied the MAC Eye Kohl in Feline to my waterline. Now I'm just taking that shade Twig with a fairly larger fluffy brush, and I'm taking it down like past the like eye bag area. Now with a short shader brush in the shade Dystopian, I'm putting that a little bit closer to the lash line, but you can see it's still brought kind of far down. I'm going all the way from the outer corner to the inner corner. Now with the shade Noir and a little skinny flat shader brush, I'm going to put that just on the outer half. I'm not bringing this one all the way in, but I want to make sure it connects on this outer corner. I want to pop on the inner corner, so I'm going to take this shade Pearl, and it is a very soft shade, so don't dig your brush in it like I just did. I'm going to pat that on the inner corner. I'm going to pat to diffuse. Now I'm just applying the MAC Extend to Play Giga Black Lash on the lower lashes. I'm doing a decent amount because obviously we've got heavy lash on, heavy eyeshadow. We want those bottom lashes to pop. One more thing that I can't skip is faux freckles. So I'm going to take my freckle stamp and just apply a couple. I'm not going to do as many as I normally do. I kind of just want to keep this like on the nose, just that tiny little bit. I'm going to do some highlighter before we do lip. This is the Stila Heaven's Hue in Kitten because I've been obsessed with it. The only lip for this look is super nude. So I'm taking NYX Nude Beige, and we're going to go super nude with the lip. This is Acting Natural by MAC. I'm going to pat it, and I'm just going to reline the lips. Here is how the look turned out. And I don't want to wipe this off, but I need to go for a run. So what do I do? That is everything. I hope you enjoyed.